Hi guys, so today I'm here to do my 29 week update. I am at 29 weeks today, so getting further along as it goes. Obviously I'm not going to go backwards in time. Not really much to update on this week, symptoms wise. It's been quite a quiet one, but there have been some strong symptoms, and I'm also going to update you on how my 28 week appointment went at the hospital, just so you're aware of that. So I'll start off with my weight. I weighed myself this morning and I am 139.2 pounds, which is obviously 139 pounds and 2 ounces. So I've put on 4.2 pounds in a week, which is fine. I'm not too bothered about that. As long as I know I'm putting on weight, that's all that matters. And my belly, around my belly measured 37 inches. So I've grew half an inch in a week, which is nice to know that I'm still growing, because I did have a little bit of a heart attack this morning. I did measure it and I must have pulled it a bit too tightly, and it went all the way around to 36 and a half inches, and I thought, oh my god, I haven't grown at all. But then I did it again and I did it wrong, and I was 37 inches, so that's all fine and dandy. So symptoms wise, I have had a cold the past week, thanks to Darren bringing a cold home from work, so I haven't been the best. I've had a very stuffy nose and a slight sore throat. I haven't had it as bad as I did at the start of my pregnancy. I obviously had a cold really bad at the start of pregnancy, but it hasn't been that bad this time. It's more just a stuffy blocked nose that I've been getting, so that hasn't been too bad. Extremely sore nipples. I noticed them, I think it was about last Tuesday when I was having a shower, and obviously I was giving myself a wash doing the shower, and they were just so sore. They haven't hurt for a while, and then just suddenly out of nowhere it's just like boom, pain. So yeah, one of the joys that I'm finding, obviously I'm very uncomfortable sleeping now. Sleeping on my side is getting more difficult. Shoulder pain, restless leg, kicks to the side that I'm sleeping on. Say if I'm sleeping on my left side and she kicks me on my left side, so I've got to turn over and I'm constantly tossing and turning. But as well as all of that, I find myself waking up between 7 and 7:15 every morning, which isn't ideal, because then obviously I'm awake for the whole day, and I can't sleep, I can't nap. I'm far too busy to nap because I'm obviously moving house and we're still getting everything sorted. So yeah, it is a bit difficult, but I am waking up it's between 7 and 7:15 every morning, and it is getting really annoying because there's no one else to wake, and I have to wake Darren up, and then he gets in a bit of a grump because he hasn't had enough sleep and stuff like that. But yeah, so as well as that, this past week has really took its toll on me. Tired wise, I have been extremely exhausted. I don't know whether it's just because I have had a cold, so I'm going to keep my eye on it this week. But from the moment that I've woke up, I just want to go straight back to sleep, and I do feel a bit tired this morning. Not as bad as I was last week. I think it could have just been due to the cold, but I guess we'll see how this week goes and judge on that. When I was at the hospital, obviously it was my 28 week check, and they took some blood to check for iron and stuff like that. She'd asked me if I'd been feeling tired, and I did say yes, but I had a cold, so she said that she'd say if it is to do with iron, obviously it'll come back from the blood results. So last Friday, which was the 27th, I had my 28-week appointment. So obviously I would have been 28 weeks and 4 days at that appointment. And it was your standard appointment where you have your blood tests, where you have your bloods taken and they weigh you and stuff like that. But obviously I had to have the anti-D shot as well, so that's why I had to go to the hospital for it rather than see my community midwife. So we got in there and we got into the hospital and they took us to this little room and took my urine sample and checked my blood pressure. My blood pressure was 110 over 59, which if I look back to my 25-week appointment, my blood pressure has changed, but apparently it's normal, it's fine. They're not worried about my blood pressure. So that was great. My urine came back normal, which was also nice to hear. And then we're back into a waiting room and got called through. And got called through. And when we got into that room, and we had a student midwife, but she was fine, she knew what she was doing. She'd been a student for a while, so for a couple of years now, so I wasn't too bothered about having her check me over and stuff like that. But we got in there, and the first thing she done was listen to baby's heartbeat. So listen to the heartbeat, picked it up straight away. There was no problems with picking it up, which I've always noticed there hasn't been a problem picking up a heartbeat, which I'm thankful for. But her heartbeat was 142 beats per minute, which has dropped a bit since the 25-week appointment. It was 154 beats per minute, 25-week appointment. But I suppose she was just having a chilled session because she wasn't moving and she didn't move much. There was a few knocks and bangs where she was moving, but nothing too erratic. They weighed me and they work in kilos, and it was 62.9 kilos. I'm not sure what that is in pounds, so I couldn't bother to convert it over. But then she checked my bump. She had to feel round, and she didn't tell me where the baby was lying, which is fine. But she did say that I was carrying a little bit of water. She said I wasn't carrying much water, which is probably why I can feel a lot more movement, and I can feel her more in a sense, because obviously there's not much water around her. She measured my uterus and it was measuring in at 27 centimetres, which obviously, considering I was 28 plus 4 weeks, and I know that your uterus is meant to measure in line with how far along you are. I did speak to a few people about that, and they said that it's nothing to worry about. You normally measure a week or two behind or forward, and also if you're not carrying much water, then obviously you will measure smaller because you haven't got that water capacity sort of thing, so that was fine. And then on the graph, if I get the graph out of my notes, which is this growth graph, at 27 centimetres for the fundal height, it says that it's about 1,150 grams, which I converted into pounds, and it's 2.5 pounds. So that's nice. According to all my apps, at 29 weeks she should be 2.5 pounds. So that's fine. I'm not worried about that. So that was fine. She took my blood to check if any antibodies had already crossed over, which I don't think they had, but that was just to check for that and to check my iron levels. And then I was given the anti-D injection. I had the blood taken out of here, and I don't know if you can see, but I have got a lovely bruise there. And I had my anti-D just up here, so above. It's obviously that's where my TB injection was. It was just up here. So we had that. I didn't have any side effects. I did feel a bit dizzy, but I don't know if that was just due to the blood being taken, because I do have a bit of a reaction to blood being taken. I do go a bit faint. But it wasn't sore. My arm was a bit tender, and my arm hurt afterwards, but the actual injection didn't hurt, and I was fine afterwards. I managed to move for 15 minutes after the injection, so it was fine. And then they booked me in for my post dates. If she doesn't come on her due date, I'm booked to go into hospital a week after my due date, which is the 23rd of December, so very close to Christmas. So I'd like her to come either on her due date or before. Obviously not too early before, but yeah, a week before is fine. So yeah, all in all, I was in hospital for about an hour, all in all. So it wasn't too bad. And they were lovely. The staff were lovely. The midwives at the hospital were really nice. They told me about. They'd asked me if I'd booked in for any antenatal classes, and I said I physically hadn't been told about any, and apparently I was meant to have been told about them between 12 and 20 weeks, and that's when I was meant to put in for them, and you meant to hear back about dates for antenatal classes at 28 weeks. And obviously I hadn't put in for any because I hadn't been told to put in for any. I didn't know about this, so she got me to fill out the form and put the form in the box that they post off or something like that, and they deal with it. But she said there is a high chance that I probably won't get on any because of it being at such a late stage. So I was a bit annoyed about that, because obviously I wasn't sure when I was going to be told about them, but I'm sure I'll be fine if I don't go on them. I mean, the only ones that I've booked in that I'd put my name down for are what to do when I go into labour, and there was another one, I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure that the midwife will explain it all to me anyway if I ask her, so that's fine. But yeah, that's it for updates and what's been going on the past week. So I will show you my belly. So this is my belly at 28 weeks. I am wearing Darren's t-shirt at the moment, so I do apologise, but it's comfortable, so who cares. But yeah, this is my belly, and obviously this is it from the front. You can't really, yeah, look, there we go. That's how round my belly is at the front, and from the side. And then that's it without the t-shirt on. From the front, and from the other side. So there was the lovely belly. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon with hopefully some more updates.